ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I hope everyone is doing very well. We have a lot of kids that are away because of school holidays, and I've got messages from their parents that they will be back from next week. But we thought we will go ahead and have this class today anyway, so we don't miss our association. Okay. So we have been learning some very important shlokas from Bhagavad Gita chapter 2. Okay. And so we have been learning the science of soul. We learned that we are not this body, we are the soul. So today we are going to learn one very popular, very important shloka from Bhagavad Gita. The number is Bhagavad Gita 2.22. It's a very special number, isn't it? 2.22. So I will share that shloka on the screen. I will recite it, I will sing it, and along with me, if you feel confident, you can also recite. If not, you can just listen to me. Okay. Now let me bring that screen up. Okay. Can everyone see my screen and shloka? BG2.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. So I will sing it. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grihnati naroparaणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि. Let's do this again. वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि. And what does this Sanskrit shloka mean? It means this. So would anyone like to read this translation from the screen?
Me, please.
Okay. Read the highlighted part, shall we?
Translation. As a person puts on new garments, giving up old ones, the soul similarly accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and useless ones.
Well done. Thank you so much. Okay. So now we will talk about this shloka. So the shloka said, just like somebody, when, every morning, the clothes we were wearing in the night time, we take them off and we put on new clothes, right? When we come back from school, what we do, we take off our uniform and we wear our home clothes, right? So the clothes that are dirty, the clothes that are old, sometimes our clothes get old, sometimes they get torn from somewhere, sometimes they start looking very old and worn out. So what do? We take them off. We sometimes donate them. So similarly, just like a person uh, puts on new clothes, new garments, and they give up the old garments, old clothes. Similarly, the soul accepts new material bodies and gives up the old and useless bodies. So, what is that junction called? We learned in one of the earlier classes that when the soul gives up old body and enters into a new body, that point is called death. Hmm? So, our body keeps changing all the time. We learned this as well, that we all know from our experience. We start as babies. If we look at our old photos, we see how little and how cute we were looking. Our hands were so little like this, and we were fitting into our mom's arms. So we started as babies, then we grew up into little younger kids, then we grow up into teens, then we become adults, and finally we grow old. Hmm? And then eventually we all have to die. So even though throughout our life our body changes, internally we feel like we are the same person. Body changes, but we don't feel like we don't forget our memory during this life, and we don't feel like this is a new life. So that person inside in the same life, that is called soul. Hmm? And the scientists, they don't talk about the soul, and even but they also agree that something invisible is keeping us alive. Just we took the example of the battery in the remote control. When we take out the battery, the remote can't work. So similarly, something invisible, the soul, is keeping us alive. And the scientists, they can't explain exactly where that energy comes from. So Bhagavad Gita clearly, confidently says it is the soul. It is the soul that is keeping us alive. Hmm? So when our current body becomes too old or damaged, it gets diseased. Sometimes we get some uncurable disease when we are old. So then the body becomes useless. So the soul leaves and gets another body. Soul enters another body, just like we change the clothes. So this new body will be given to us based on our desires. What kind of desires we are building up in this life, and it will be based on our actions. What kind of activities, sinful, um, pious activities we are doing. So, and the person who will make our next body, Shavil, can you please? Thank you. So, the person who will make this decision is Krishna, who lives in our heart as the super soul. So, in our heart, there are two entities. There is soul, that is us, that is our real identity, and there is super soul, the supreme personality of Godhead. Krishna also lives inside our body as a super soul. He's sitting right beside our soul, and he has never left the company of the soul. Ever since the soul came into existence, Super Soul Krishna is with us. So, I'm going to tell you a story of two birds, a very small story to explain you this relationship between the soul and super soul that live in our heart. So, this story comes from scriptures known as Upanishads. Okay. So, just imagine there are two birds who are sitting on the same branch of the same tree. Hmm? One bird is eating the fruits from that tree. Sometimes it gets the sweet fruit, sometimes happens to get bitter fruit. So that bird eating the fruit is soul. Okay. So we are the one when we are sitting inside the body, we are the one trying to enjoy the life in this world, right? And the other bird, super soul, is just watching us. Just watching us lovingly, not interfering. So that is Krishna, super soul, who is our dearmost eternal friend. So even though these two birds, they are sitting side by side, the first bird who is eating the fruit forgets about the second because it goes so absorbed in enjoying the fruit, forgets that there is someone else sitting beside me. So that bird, us, it keeps tasting the fruit. So the fruit we are tasting in our life is our good or bad karma, our pains and pleasures, the enjoyment we get. So this first bird, us, we get stressed sometimes when we get the bad fruit, bad karma. Sometimes we get confused, sometimes we get sad, sometimes we get happy. So we feel these variety of emotions because we are tasting the fruit. And Krishna, we sitting right within our body. He's not feeling any of this because he is not interested in eating these fruits. But the moment the first bird turns to his friend and says that, "Oh, I'm having this sweet fruit, bitter fruit. I'm not liking this. Please help me. How come you are so neutral? How come you are so unaffected?" So then Krishna, who has just been waiting patiently, Krishna guides the soul back to the peace and happiness. So that is what Arjun does in Bhagavad Gita. When he is confused whether I should fight or not, he is feeling very confused. So what he does, he surrenders to Krishna and says that now we are not just two friends. Now I am your student, you are my teacher. Please teach me, tell me what is the best thing for me to do. And that is when Krishna gives him Bhagavad Gita, he gives him wisdom and he teaches him how to behave, how to react in different situations in life. Okay. So then why Krishna tells Arjun not to worry? So Krishna says that don't be sad that on the opposite side in the army, your grandfather, your teacher, they might die in this battle. Don't be sad about that because the soul doesn't die, only the body changes. And by fighting for the righteous cause, your relatives, they will actually become free from the bad karma and they will go to a higher place. So instead of crying, Krishna tells Arjun that he should do his duty and he should know that the soul never truly dies. The soul's journey always continues. So, in summary, for this verse today, we can say that the body changes, but you don't. You are soul. When body dies, the soul gets another body. And Krishna sitting in your heart as super soul. Another word is Paramatma. Hmm? So Krishna knows your desires and helps guide your journey. When you turn to Krishna, he helps you stop being affected by the sufferings and happiness of this world, and he helps you find the real happiness that doesn't ever turn into suffering. The real happiness, the symptom of real happiness is that it should last. You should always feel happy. It's not like when you get something, you feel happy, and then next minute you lose something, you become sad. That is not real happiness. Real happiness, Krishna will take you to, it always lasts. So, and when will we get that happiness? When we turn to Krishna, when we accept that he is our friend. So, in Arjun's case, Arjun felt very confused and sad, just like sometimes we also feel. But by listening to Krishna, he found his peace and he found his purpose of his life. So, as we've said many times, the word birth means that the soul has entered a new body, and the word death means the soul has left the current body to enter into a new body. Okay. So birth and death only exist for body, not for the soul that lives within the body. So in the shloka we learned today, shloka talked about the clothes, changing of the clothes. So in that shloka, Krishna describes this eternal nature of the soul with the example of these clothes, right? So just like we leave our old and worn out clothes and wear the new clothes, similarly the soul gives up the old and worn out body and enters into a new body. Okay, so to understand this concept and to always remember it, I'm going to tell you guys a very interesting story today. Okay, so long time ago there was a king named Chitraketu. And listen to this story very carefully. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys questions from this story at the end. So there was a king named Chitraketu. So, and he had everything. He had palaces, he had huge armies, a lot of wealth. People were very happy in his kingdom, but his heart was very sad. Why? Because he had no children. Hmm. And he tried everything. He had many wives, he did many rituals so he can get children, but still he had no children. And one day, a sage named Angira Rishi came, and Chitraketu Maharaj requested the sage to bless him with a son. And the sage said that you should be happy with whatever you are getting as a result of your past karma. But Chitraketu Maharaj insisted that no, please bless me with a son. So Angira Rishi blessed him. He said, you will get a son. But remember, this son was not originally going to be a part of your destiny. So this son you will get, but he will bring you joy and sorrow. So the king said, it's okay, I will take it. I just want a child. So then Angira Rishi blessed him that, okay, you will have a son very soon. So then soon, one of the wives of Chitraketu Maharaj, she gave birth to a very beautiful baby boy. Okay. So then Chitraketu Maharaj was very happy. He became overjoyed and he named the boy Harsha Shoka, which means Harsh means happiness and Shoka means sorrow. So it means joy and sorrow. So why he gave him this name, we will learn very soon. Okay. So the king loved this baby so much. Um, he forgot everything else. He forgot to properly run his kingdom. He do his duty as king. He forgot his parents, his other wives. He ignored everything else. Okay, and he only gave importance to this baby boy and the queen who gave birth to this son Harsh. So okay, so then all other wives of Chitraketu Maharaj, they became jealous. They thought that this newborn boy is the reason for our husband, why our husband is neglecting us. So they made a plan that let us kill this baby boy. Hmm. So one night, when the baby was sleeping next to his mother, they, out of jealousy, out of envy, they poisoned this baby. Hmm. And next morning, the baby's mother, she waited for him to wake up, but when he didn't wake up at his long time after his usual time, then she tried to wake him up. But then she realized that the baby wasn't even breathing. So she got very scared. She called everyone, and everyone came, they checked, and everyone said that, yes, your son has died. Hmm? And as soon as she heard that, she cried very loudly. She cried so much that eventually she fell unconscious. So the baby was dead. Hmm. And Chitraketu Maharaj, the father, when he heard, he also started crying. He cried a lot and then he just ran to the room. Baby was baby used to sleep in. And then when he saw that the baby wasn't even moving, he also collapsed. And both the father and mother of the baby, they became like mad. So Chitraketu Maharaj, when his staff put some water, they sprinkled some water on his face, then all of a sudden he came back to his senses. But again, again he remembered that my son has died. So again he started crying and screaming, rolling on the ground, and he was saying, "My son, my only son, I had him after so much difficulty. Why did he leave me?" Mhm. So he was so sad, so much sorrow that the whole palace got filled with his cries. And then Angira Rishi, he heard what had happened, so he came back. But this time he came back with another sage, another saintly person named Narad Muni. Okay, so then both of these sages, they told him that, "O king, um, we understand your grief is natural, but um, do you know who this soul was? Would you like to speak to him?" And Chitraketu Maharaj said, "Yes, please bring him back." So then Narad Muni, he used his spiritual power to bring the soul back just for a little while, just so that Chitraketu Maharaj can talk to him and feel better. Mhm. So then everyone watched the dead body set up. And Narad Muni said to the soul that your father would like to talk to you. So Chitraketu Maharaj was so excited, so happy to see his son speak once again. And he said that, "Harsh Shok, I'm your father. Why did you leave me?" And the soul spoke. Uh, you know what he said? He said, "Which father? I have had many births. I have had many fathers, many mothers. Which one are you? I don't remember you." So he said, "In one life, I may have been your son, but in another life, I may have been your enemy. Hmm? One life, I may have been your mother." So as soon as I left the body, I forgot. So the body changes, but I'm not the body. I'm the soul. I have moved on. So please don't cry for me. It does not affect me at all. Your crying does not affect me at all. So then everyone was shocked, and Chitraketu Maharaj, his heart broke that the son I love so much, I'm crying so much for, doesn't even care. It does not affect me, it affect him. So then he understood. So he wiped his tears and he bowed his head to those two sages who made him understand this. And from that day, he became a very great devotee. mm, And he never forgot that the soul moves on, just like um, we change we when the clothes get old, we get new clothes. Similarly, soul also leaves the body and goes into a new body. So from that day on, Chitraketu Maharaj's understanding became very firm, and then he started chanting a mantra that Narad Muni gave him to remember the Lord constantly. And eventually, the Lord appeared before him and blessed him. Hmm. So, what do we learn from this story? Would anyone like to say whatever you think we learn from this story? Who would like to tell me? Okay, what was the name of the baby boy? Does anyone remember? Do you remember, Shavil? What was the name of that baby boy?
Ashok.
Yes, Harsh Shok. And would anyone like to tell me what we learned from this story? Don't be shy. There are no wrong
Um,
answers.
I can see it.
Tell me what we learned.
um the baby had um so many fathers he forgot the father.
Mm. Yes, in previous births, the baby had many fathers, many mothers, so he forgot which father this was. Yes. Nisar, tell me.
Um, so like you souls like change bodies just like how you change clothing.
Perfect.
So
Hmm. Do you want to add something, Nisar? Okay, no
I
worries.
don't think I can think of something to add on.
That's okay, beta. Vedit, tell me, what do you want to add? What did we learn today from this story?
So we learned
Hmm.
that as soon as the soul leaves the body,
Hmm.
it forgets all the memories
Hmm.
that had happened. So the baby soul forgot which father was talking to him.
Perfect. Anyone else? No worries. Okay. So, we learned two things from this story. So, the name of the boy was Harsh Shok, happiness and sadness. So, he gave both things to his father. He gave his father happiness, he gave his father sadness, right? So, one lesson we can think is that we should learn to balance. We should learn not to get too excited in happiness, too proud, hmm, and we should learn not to be too depressed in sadness. Both situations are temporary. Just like the baby Harsha Shok gave happiness and distress, has happiness and sadness both to his father. Similarly, life will give us sometimes happiness, sometimes sadness, sometimes we will win, sometimes we will lose. Hmm? But both situations are temporary. So, in English, there is a saying, these too shall pass. So, no matter which situation in life we will get in, we need to remember that this will also pass and I will come out of it. So we should not be, we should learn to balance. And the second thing we learn is that the obvious one, soul never dies. Just like the kids said, where as we put on the new clothes and we give up the old ones, soul accepts new body, gives up the old ones and useless ones. Okay. So just like Chitraketu Maharaj's son, Harsha Shok said, the soul doesn't die, only the body changes. So there is no need to lament. So when we love someone, when somebody we love, they die, obviously it hurts and it's okay to cry. It's okay to miss them. Even great devotees like Arjun and Chitraketu Maharaj, they also felt the grief. But we should not become dysfunctional like Chitraketu Maharaj did. We should not become paralyzed or broken or bitter against anyone. Because Krishna tells in the Gita that the soul never dies. Only the body is left behind like the old clothes. So instead of asking, why did they die? A wise person, an intelligent person asks, what can I learn from this? And the answer is powerful, that one day I will also have to die. I will also have to leave this body. And then I will have to go on with my journey, the journey of my soul on my own. So, am I living each day of my life? Am I living in a way that is meaningful? Am I living in a way that prepares me for my death? So, death is not the end, it's a reminder. It's just like someone is tapping on our shoulder and whispering that time is short. Live with a purpose and turn to Krishna now. And just like Chitraketu Maharaj, when he realized that he realized after his son came to life again and told him that eternal truth about the soul. And then Chitraketu Maharaj started chanting a mantra Narad Muni has given him. So similarly, a lot of you might know, your parents might be chanting this mantra on their Tulsi beads every day. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So similar, it doesn't matter how young you are. It is never too early to turn to Krishna. He's sitting right next to you in your heart. So, these your school holidays are going on. You all might have tulsi beads at your home for chanting. So, please try and chant one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra if you can. So, we will stop our class today by chanting together. Everyone, please unmute your mics and we will chant together the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and then we will end our today's session. Okay? Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
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 Hare,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram Ram,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Thank you so much and try to chant on the beats you have at home, okay? I will be very happy when your parents, your moms tell me that you chanted one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, okay? Thank you so much. We will see you next time, next week, Thursday, 8 p.m. Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining.
Hare Krishna, see you
Hare
next
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Bye.